$3,000 plus speed incentives if they're able to break 1:59 and then better the Australian race record, which is 1:56.4. That's the fastest time a trotter has run in a race, 1:56.4. And in a time trial, Scotch Notch recorded 1:55.6 back in March of 85. So an extra 50,000 in bonuses. They're set to go. Can the Freak the Creek do it again? He's drawn second from the outside front line. Away they go. Noopy Kiosk is up in the air at the start. He's galloped away well. Special Force and Tamra Nightingale. Lyell Creek is wider out. Carwarao Invasion getting into a nice spot into the first bend. Lyell Creek 3 deep. Between runners is National Interest. Sundon's Way wide. Buster Hanover back to the pegs. Then Gridiron 5 metres to Euro Ranger. Making a mistake, Homer Hawk. And Noopy Kiosk is out of business and drops out to last. Special Force in front. 3/4 of a length to Tamra Nightingale, and out 3 wide is the favourite Homer Hawk, but improving. Tamra Nightingale kicking up though. It's looking for the lead. Tamra Nightingale now draws up alongside Special Force. She's got a half a length in front. First quarter 28.9. Lyell Creek having to do it real tough tonight. He's still 3 wide. A lap to go and Special Force has the inside running, even though Tamra Nightingale's a metre in front. Lyell Creek's out 3 deep. He'll have to produce something real special tonight. He's doing it extra hard. Down on the inside, Carwarao Invasion. National Interest in the centre. 3 wide coming out for cover, Sundon's Way. Between runners is Buster Hanover away from the pegs. Euro Ranger 3 deep and Gridiron the inside. 20 metres Homer Hawk and Noopy Kiosk is tailed off. 31.1 the second quarter. Lyell Creek's out 3 deep, but he's ranged up to hit the lead. Put his neck in front of Special Force and Tamra Nightingale. Sundon's Way right there. Then Carwarao Invasion. National Interest, Buster Hanover to the outside. Gridiron and Euro Ranger 20 metres off the lead. Off the back straight in 29 seconds. Almost a line of 3. Special Force, Lyell Creek, Sundon's Way. Buster Hanover running on. Lyell Creek under some pressure up to the turn. Special Force headed. Lyell Creek and Sundon's Way together. Buster Hanover running on. Sundon's Way, Lyell Creek coming back at him. Sundon's Way and Lyell Creek. Lyell Creek won't give in. Sundon's Way and Lyell Creek, the Freak. What a run! The best trotter perhaps in the world. What a performance. Lyell Creek has won it. Beaten Sundon's Way and Buster Hanover. Then close up behind them, Carwarao Invasion. Gridiron a big run. Special Force, Tamra Nightingale. Next home, Homer Hawk, Euro Ranger, National Interest and Noopy Kiosk. Final quarters in 29 and 29, sitting 3 deep the whole way and has gone 1:58 for the mile.
Gee, you talk about horses that can find plenty. This horse here had sat 3 wide, couldn't get in. When he did get to the front there at the top of the turn, we expected something to come straight over the top of him. But as all good horses do, is there a bottom to him?
Well, I'm not really qualified to talk about how much better he is than horses that have gone around previously, but I don't know that I've ever seen a horse with such a will to win. As soon as a horse looks like he's going to go past him, Lyell Creek just digs in. You can see him physically doing it. He seems to knuckle down and say, no, you are not going to get past me. And he seems to be able to go into another gear when he should be getting tired. He's certainly, his will to win is something that's very, very rare, and you would say it's going to take him a long way.
I think Mark Purdon was sitting pretty confidently at the top of the turn. In fact, look how long it's taken them to pull up these horses here. We've seen them over the mile for, well, not many of them are used to racing so far. So, I shouldn't say so quick over the mile, but that's probably the wrong statement to make. Probably they were just starting to get warmed up. But having a look here, Mark Purdon up on the outside here on Sundon's Way, about to issue the challenge, or is it, that's number 9 there, Buster Hanover with Tony Hurley, who actually ran 3rd.
There you can
in
see
a moment you can see there
Sundon's Way is up on the outside, and his stablemate trailed him.
And he really was the horse you wanted to be on, wasn't he?
Well, he'd had the lovely trail. With Lyell Creek caught wide, Mark Purdon showed the initiative and took the trail, making that forward move. He took the horse wide at the top of the straight, and you really wanted to be on him because he'd had a far easier run. But Mark was driving his horse quite vigorously, certainly for Mark, because he's not a vigorous whip driver. But the amazing thing was Anthony Butt on Lyell Creek really only hit his horse a couple of times. That's probably the other thing about him. Not only does he have an amazing will to win, but he does it himself naturally. He doesn't need any encouragement from his driver. He's an amazing horse, there's no doubt. Here's Robbie.
Well, no doubt, Anthony, that's one of the best performances at the carnival so far. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, Rob. Yeah, you didn't get it easy, so it was a great performance.
What were you thinking while you were out 3 wide coming to the turn? You must have thought at some stage he's got to stop.
Well, I thought some of the drivers hadn't seen the race last week, but no, they made it tough for him, but he's a great horse and he could overcome it.
Sundon's Way actually may have even poked his nose in front, but he just dug so deep.
Yeah, he did, yeah. Sundon's Way sort of had me, you know, when we straightened, but I knew this fella wouldn't give in, and, you know, his fight's very right to the line, and, yeah, he come back well just near the finish.
What's the plan with this horse, Anthony? Is he going back home now for a break, or does he head over to Europe?
He's going back for the Road Cup. He gets a little break now, and then the Road Cup in about 5 weeks' time, and then we've just got to decide then after that whether to go to Sweden for a hit-and-run mission or just wait till next year.
All right, Anthony, congratulations. Lyell Creek going back to scale here with a terrific performance, 158 over the mile.
Yeah, thank you, Robbie. Right on the spot there with the Butt family, or the Butt camp, as we might say, and the Road Cup, the all-important Road Cup, which usually we send a few horses over there. Who are we going to send over now? I suppose it's a bit of a waiting game and a question over a couple of horses. New Big Kiosk went into a mad gallop at the start there. The other excuses in the race, Euro Ranjar, horse on the inside of him, I didn't quite pick up, went into a mad gallop.
National interest. He seemingly went out in sympathy with him. I don't know that there was
I don't think he was travelling all that well to Euro Ranjar. He never looked comfortable. Gavin moved him 3 wide round the outside of them and yet never really pushed him forward. I think, hang on, the horse was struggling. We might have a look at it a little bit later on and just see what actually happened to him. Now, see, last horse in your screen now, up high, just went into a gallop, as Tanya said there before, almost in sympathy, but he really wasn't travelling all that well.
Seemed to be run off his feet. I know they run races in Europe at a very rapid pace, but he just seemed to be completely all at sea with the pace of that event this evening, and they were running exceptional time, let's face it.
OK, the SPs, let's have a look at some of the totes here as we watch this replay, this stirring finish. As we heard Robbie Orber say before, one of the highlights, if not of the trotting